we're back for season 5 of Beyond Blue Brazil. Transfer window is coming to a close, or at least our activity is. We have the Premier Sports Cup. We've drawn Aberdeen again in our group, and we will play them first today. But let's see who's new as we once again go Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. We're back for season 5. I'm kind of over what happened at the end of last season. We fell short. We weren't good enough. Going up probably would have been a disaster. If that's the level of the team finishing second bottom. We opened up a bit and we got absolutely ripped apart, but we just weren't good enough in both games. We didn't have that finishing that you need at that level. So what I've been doing is trying to improve the team. I'm thinking if we could just very quickly have a quick dip into the tactical side. I'm thinking about this season going more positive from the offset, playing a bit more narrow, maybe force the opposition outside, which we weren't doing really last time, and playing a higher line with an offside trap. Now, not huge changes, but I just think if we can be more compact but attack more, we can go from finishing second was great, but I think we've got to put some of those draws, turn them into wins, and some of those wins we got that were us countering, I'm not really how comfortable I am maintaining that. We maybe got really lucky, so although it's in our season in the championship, it does allow us to add some quality. We have to think overall, is it time for a slight change tactically in terms of our mentality, how we set out to win these games? That's my gut feeling, how I'd like to play during the season. Against Aberdeen, we probably have to go back and revert back to how we were playing last season. I'd also like to keep the regista in there instead of deep line support, playmaker support, but that'll probably change game to game because as of yet, I haven't found the regista of my dreams. I'll cover the departures first. George Urphy, who never really got a look in, is now our record transfer fee. Went for 60k to West Brom. That's 30k more than Craig Levine left to go to Hearts. So that is a record that has stood some time, and we finally smashed it. Now, I never really found a place for him. He's probably a better winger than anything, and we don't play wingers, so I've basically brought him in. He's been around a season. We sent him out on loan to Solihull Moors, and he's been bought by West Brom, so for 60k, which is a decent fee for us. So yeah, I bit their hand off. Jaden Fevrier, who only really appeared in that final couple of games, he hadn't played all season. Again, was loaned out, came back. I've sold him because he wanted to move on, and I don't look at him and think he's good enough for the championship. So another pretty easy decision made. Maybe we'll regret it if we can't manage to get in the extra bodies we need for wing back, but yeah, a decision was made and he's moved on. End of last season, at the start of the transfer window, we moved really quick to bring in Owen Moffat to add to our attack. Just looks like a better option as an advanced forward. I would like to sort out that stamina. That is a concern, but yeah, from what he's shown so far pre-season, he's got an eye for goal. I think he'll be a good pickup. We almost signed this boy. If you think back, maybe even 2 seasons ago, I tried to sign him on loan. I can't remember if I've put that in one of the videos. I think it's there. If you go back, don't go back. It's not worth it. But I believe we tried to get him on loan and we couldn't because we had too many loans. So we've actually signed him permanently now. Adds a bit of an extra cutting edge up top, which is an area we really needed to improve. Now, I've maybe made a bit of a misstep with this one. He was at Arsenal. Every team under the sun wanted him, and for whatever reason, he would talk to me. So I went aggressive. I went in early. I'm paying him £800 a week, which is right up there. 20-year-old Jamaican wing back. I mean, he's got good acceleration. He can run for days. which is good because we need him to do in that position. But he needs a lot of work technically. His crossing's not good enough. His dribbling's not good. His first touch. His marking's terrible. It is. His off the ball movement's bad. It's a proper misstep. I'm not sure this one will pan out too well, but hopefully he'll be back up to our first choice players. And I pray he develops. Goalkeeper was an important position to fill. We're still trying to fill it. So Archie Mayer comes in. He's agreed to be a backup, but he's not that great. We need an upgrade. He's probably not championship quality, but he's Scottish, and I was happy to get him on board. 6'2". He's relatively okay. I think he's very similar to Eastham, and that's my problem, because I don't think Eastham's good enough. So this guy's likely not good enough either, which caused me to go big and bring in Jason Steele from Brighton. And again, he's not fantastic, but his reflexes and his command of aerial reach and stuff just being slightly better. The reflex is the main thing that puts him head and shoulders, I feel, above the R2. Really good jumping reach as well. Use long throws to start counter attacks. I mean, that's great if we can do that. So we've actually paid a fee for him. He's only here for less than a year because he's 34. Honestly, if he retires in like a month's time, I'd be absolutely gutted. But the plan is Jason Steele will be our first choice goalkeeper as it stands, because we cannot get hold of a good goalkeeper. That is a major problem right now. With the money we've got, and even with the wages at the very start, with the maximum wages I could offer, we could not convince a decent goalkeeper to come. So it's all pretty tame. We've got one signing we've got over the line that I haven't shown you, and it's a big one. Daniel Amsalem, Israel centre-back, 19 years old, 6'3", an absolute monster. My coaches are telling me he's a Premiership level player. On his physicals alone, I think he's mental. Look at that pace. That is why we're going to play a high line, people, this season. This guy, he made 55 appearances for Maccabi Tel Aviv. I have no idea why he was available, how we were able to get him so easy. We're only paying him £500 a week. We've got him on a 3-year deal. We'll be looking to extend that deal at the end of the season, no doubt. He could be huge for us. He's the best player we've got. He's 19. This is why I feel that agent offers are broken. You get 3 types of agents. Really good agent, gonna milk you dry of money. Really good for his actual talent that he represents. You've then got the agent who is more reasonable, looking for a good club, wants the guy to play. And then you've got the agent who will take any team, and they're to be cherished. Because they basically jumped at the first team that came calling. This guy, I went in blind on him, but like that is no excuse for the agent not being like, hey, this guy's really good. I'm very glad he didn't. In fact, I might go have a look at his agent now and see if he's got any AR players, genuinely. Because I thought about this just before coming on. Has he got anyone who hasn't got a club right now? Because if so, well, we're all over it. It looks like all the AR players are at clubs and are all worth pretty decent amounts of money. He's a pretty good agent. He represents someone who's 19.5 to 26 million. He must know something. Oh, there you go. Ben Ami is known to be a very patient negotiator and prefers to put the happiness of his clients above the monetary gain. I love this guy. I love this guy. Let's have a look at the youngsters. I don't think I can scout them. But if I could trial them, well, I hope he has a long, happy career with the Blue Brazil. I think that's a massive signing for us. Now, it has been really tough in the market. We've loaned out most of our youngsters who are now too old for the under 18s, but there's no reserve team still. We're not a professional team. We haven't got a reserve team. We got a first team, got an under 19s. So we've loaned out everyone who don't really want them kicking around sort of the team. Ross Pollock and Lennon Watson go out on loan again. Doug Leash goes out on loan to Montrose. I'm not expecting much from them. The squad overall, we still got loads of trialists in, but we've hit that point where some players are just not willing to join us. And we look at them and we can stare at them and go like, yeah, he looks all right, but we're in a real tight spot of like who's good enough and who's not now. I think we're going to probably enter this first game with a fairly familiar first team 11 with the obvious Daniel Salem in there. So I'll knock up the team and then get back to you. We did extend, or we do still have Joe Chalmers and the likes, but we got to start phasing them out. They're getting a bit older, so free kicks are not going to be as big a weapon for us this year, which is maybe a bit of a concern. So our first 11 of the season will be Jason Steele in goal, Milo Kirkes left wing back, Cole McCain right wing back, Semple and Salem. We're going to go with Luca as the regista. Dane Murray can now move up into the defensive midfield because we've got better centre backs basically, but we like Dane Murray. But I mean, look at Daniel Salem, he's incredible. Joe Chalmers is going to play as the box-to-box midfielder. Luke Butterfield actually returns to centre midfield attack. Owen Moffat and Alex Jakubiak up top. We still have Ellis Harrison. We don't have Gary Oliver. Gary Oliver's been let go. This team, we've added a few pieces. It's certainly not lights out. This doesn't look like a team right now that is ready to go and bully the rest of this league. Even this first game is going to be very tough against Aberdeen. For sure. If we check the financials, we have a little bit of wage left. And that's about it. So, yeah, it's going to be tricky. This is a potentially very tricky season, depending on if we can go with this positive mentality and actually win games. So we will play Aberdeen today. Our actual group, we were drawn in Group C, it looks all right to me. So Aberdeen is the team that if we get something out of, we'll fancy our chances to go through. We've also got Cove Rangers, Stirling and Forfar. Those 3 games there, we need them to be wins. But given how tight these groups can be, getting a point off Aberdeen so we can potentially finish on 10 points or even 11 if we beat them on pens would be massive. So we have beat Aberdeen before. Sadly, it was on penalties. We were 2-0 up, if you recall, back to a fair few episodes ago, and they came right back in it. Let's see what we can do here. I think we probably revert back to how we've played last season because I feel like they're gonna come at us. I'm nervous now. Daniel has got a heavy match load, so he's actually been playing with Israel under 21s. So yeah, this could be interesting. I think this is a better team this year. I think if you look at it and you just look at the stars, you go, oh god, his team has regressed. What has happened is Daniel has come in and he's now made Kyle Semple look like a 4-star player. He was a 5-star player last year, so consider how good Daniel Salem should be at this level for Cowdenbeath. Exciting, right? I'm bloody excited. I'm going Owen Moffat as number 9. I'm feeling it. I always forget to do this, so if you're watching and you're enjoying the series, or you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button to get more videos from myself, and join the journey that is Beyond Blue Brazil. I wouldn't mind a like and a comment as well. You know, make a man's day. Make a difference, make a bloody difference. We want to see a good performance here against Aberdeen, but it is at home. We've played them before. We didn't shirk them. And remember, this is the first game of the season, so they've messed up their pre-season and they're not going to be prepared for this. Potentially. Like, we've had a good pre-season. We had plenty of games. Joe Chalmers now lines this one up, whips it in. Semple, 1-0 to the Blue Brazil. Come on! That is exactly the start we hoped for. I'm almost thinking back to the last time we played them. Did we not do something very similar? I don't know, but I can certainly check afterwards. I just think when you've got 2 centre-backs this good, it gives you such a firm base for the season ahead. I'm excited. I'm very excited. This is the year we need to take some names. We need to put a good... I mean, second last year was beautiful. It was unbelievable. But we need to be the team that goes to go and win. You know, we won plenty of games last season, absolutely. But how often do we go to a team and set out on the front foot? Not as often as we need to be. I mean, the fact is Luke Barfield's back in the team and stuff like that is quite exciting because I do like him. I think midfield, if I could strengthen anywhere right now, I'd like another midfielder in. Oh, close. Jason Steele has it covered though. Goes over the bar. Right wing back as well. We've got the young lad, but yeah, could do with something there. I think I'm going to take on Hessenthaler, who's still at the club, and what we'll do is we'll maybe swap Hessenthaler with Joe Chalmers. Just swap them around. Oh, actually, we can drop. Oh, hold on. Chalmers for Luca and put Luca in center midfield attack, and Chalmers can be the deep line playmaker. Ramsey, good block. Ramsey's a very good player, so solid defensive work there. We're heading into the final 10 minutes here, and we still hold the lead. Chalmers, maybe? Yes, come on, top corner. Right here. I'm excited. He's got to shoot. How did I not go in? Back to Hessenthaler. Chalmers. Semple. Oh, back to Chalmers. Turn it goalward. Somebody. Kubiak puts all the way out. Daniel. Luca. Puts all the way across to Chalmers. Chests it. Pulls it back. Semple. Our centre backs are up there. This is our non-aggressive tactic. But on set pieces, centre backs just feel like they're attacking wingers. They just stay there. Semple loses the ball in a terrible spot. Oh no. Not like this. Come on, Chalmers. Close Hedges down. I need a block. Oh, great interception by Moffat. The striker pitching in. Lovely back heel. Just calm it down, Chalmers. That's some ball. Milo. He's got Moffat inside him. Right. Simpson with a great tackle. Let's cool our jets. Let's just waste a little bit of time. Just take a little bit longer on free kicks. A little bit longer on throw-ins. Goalkeeper lay on the ball just a little longer. Hold our faces just a little longer when we're fouled. Like, do it all. Lose your boot mid-game. That sort of thing. Cole McKinnon. Nice little touch from him. Pulls it back to Murray. Luca. Now, Cole McKinnon's a player I'd actually like to play in central midfield. We just haven't got a better right wing back than him right now. Alex. Pulls it back to Chalmers. Pings it over top. Nice header down. Is that onside? It's not off. It's not onside. Owen Moffat, nice finish, but he's a fraction offside. We have to put this behind us. We have to hold on. I think we've been the better team here. With minutes to go, we have a chance to put a marker down for this Premier Sports Cup. A cup that we continually have managed to scrape through or qualify through the group stage and then fall pieces the first sign of trouble after that. We're a championship side now. It is our second season in the championship, and we want to turn this into a competition that we can go a bit further in. And we've beaten Aberdeen. I'm pretty happy. I didn't take off Daniel. I didn't make huge changes to her. And then we went into that game playing the defensive style, but our set pieces, once again, Joe Chalmers is still so key for us. That is one of the bigger concerns. A central midfielder who can take corners and free kicks is right up there on the list. Those loans have been accepted. Interesting. We'll take a look at them. Oh, they've snubbed us. Okay, now never mind. Cowdenbeath eased past Aberdeen. I mean, we were the better team there. We were. I mean, again, pre-season because of the pre-season, the AI not being very good. I'm not gonna give myself all the credit. Give ourselves a little bit of credit, but I think they maybe probably entered that game not fully fit, and we made sure we had plenty of pre-season friendlies this season because I messed up before. So I'll take it. What a beautiful thing. Luke Bartfield injured, not good. Amsterdam impresses. I mean, I just think he's going to be... He won 21 headers, completed 63 passes, all of his passes. I'm going to praise him. I mean, I can hear you now in the comments. Future captain, right? We're all typing it right now, right? Future captain, future captain, future captain. Beautiful. Just as a sort of like meeting of two worlds, I would take him in a heartbeat at Topos, Land of Giant Save. You can find on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 PM. Thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too brief, the covering, the transfers, the tactics. We get into it against Aberdeen. We beat Aberdeen. We beat them in 90 minutes. Like, we deserve to win that. We were the better team. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll play Forfar and Cove Rangers. and then we'll return for the Sterling game, which is the last game in the group, and hopefully by then, I'm hoping by then we've actually got qualification basically wrapped up from the group, but we shall see. Hopefully we've managed to grab a player or two. We'll see. Join me next time as we once again go beyond Blue Brazil.